At this time, I'd like to call to the podium our guest speaker. Would you please welcome a member of the New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, class of 2010, the Extreme Enforcer, Paul Richard.
Talk to everybody briefly. Some of you know, some of you don't know, but I'll start in 2010. Well, my last concussion was in 1996. 2010, my whole body froze, and I couldn't move for 45 seconds. I was rushed to the hospital. I was there for 3 days. They said I had severe concussion syndrome, take an aspirin every day and come back every year and have it checked out. I didn't go. Since 2010, my life has collapsed. Up to a year and a half ago, I was homeless. I couldn't find a job. And my primary doctor sent me to go get all the tests over again. And I was stubborn. I'm like, this is just what happens when you're in the business. I only had 9 concussions and never had a match. So I'm like, I know people who've had hundreds of concussions. So went in, they checked it all out. I met with a doctor and he said, I'm very sorry, I've never met anybody like you before. You have CTE. And he says, it's a terminal brain injury with no cure. I have no idea what to tell you. You're the first person I've met with this. Maybe go to Boston. I don't know what to do. So I reached out through Sheldon Goldberg to Chris Nowinski, and now I'm with his partner at the CTE Center. Dr. Robert Cantu is my doctor. I'm on experimental medication, and I feel better than I've felt in 20 years. It's so funny as I see a lot of you I haven't seen for years. Everybody's like, you look so great. You look in the best shape of your life. I've lost 60 pounds in a year because I can't work out anymore. One of the symptoms of CTE is you're off balance to one side or the other. I'm off balance on the left side. So I can't lift or do anything because I could just drop something at any minute. So I changed my diet, stopped working out, and I lost all the fat I've had for all these years that I could never lose, you know? So I just appreciate Joe having me speak today just to talk to you guys. I've already talked to a few people here tonight, and a lot of people don't know this has been going on for almost 2 years, but now's the time because you watch on TV and all you hear about is the NFL and the NHL and Pop Warner football and Pee Wee hockey. The only time you hear about us is when somebody dies and their family donates the brain. And what happens? They've all had CTE and nobody knew it. I didn't know what it was 2 years ago. And all of a sudden it happened. So I feel great, and as I retire from wrestling in this September, I'm going to be working with Chris Nowinski and those people because I'm able to speak. My thoughts are clear. I was in a cloud for the last 6 years and didn't even know it. I just thought it was what happens when you get your brains beat. You know, this is a natural thing, forgetting things and everything that we deal with, you know, and it's not just that. It's so much more. You know, and I'm going to do everything I can do to spread the word. I'm going to donate my brain in July. It's going to be a news conference. All the TV stations will be there. And I'm going to speak out on how it's all about football, all about hockey, nothing about us. We need to take care of this now. And I've got the doctors, and they're ready to see people. And I'm going to become the face of CTE for pro wrestling. And I will help anybody that needs help. You know, most people have no idea, their doctors have no idea. Poor Perry Saturn, you know, he's been this way for a long time. They told him like they told me, it's a terminal injury with no cure. It's too far gone. And he's suffered all this time. Part of the reason he's here today is because he's coming to see Dr. Cantu with me Monday. And he's gonna give him an hour consultation and look at his MRI and see if we can do anything to help him. But it's like this everywhere, you know, and it's just not right. you know, so if anybody feels cloudy, depressed, can't get out of their own way, you know, come and talk to me. I'll give you my card, you know, and happy to help anybody. We're all brothers and sisters, and if I can just help a few people, which I already have, that's my thing now. As I'm feeling good, as long as I can feel good, I'm going to do this and try to help as many people as I can. So, thank you, Joe. Thank you, fellow Hall of Famers. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much, Paul Richard.